We can't leave our rooms, lights out. They're a ghost. What? Victoria, at Wordsworth. There's a faceless ghost who lurks the hallways every night. They say it's the ghost of a girl who was bullied. She leapt down from the top of the staircase and died. A bit far-fetched, but also pretty dark. I always think it's the ghost of an old maid. They call it the ghost of Le Shoara. We've witnessed it in person. Crazy stuff. Supposedly, if it catches you, you're good as dead. Oh, by the way, I'm Makoto. All that to say, I've never seen it myself. Yep. Oh. Hey, stop it. Why doesn't like ghosts? Lottie outstretched her arms as if she were protecting me from the two girls who were eager to volunteer their ghost stories. I bet you've had an exhausting day. Be sure to be kind to your roommate, Roy. I was the resident advisor, Abigail, just as she did earlier that morning. She was watching out for me. This girl is a pain. What? I felt some guilt admitting it, considering that she was only standing up for me, but it was true. There's no good to be had in associating with me, none. I needed to give her the cold shoulder. Let's go, Abby, time for a shower. Sure, Sarah. Well, good night. You two make a good pair. Abigail and Sarah walked off, along with Victoria and Mako. My head dropped as I ruminated on Abigail's parting comment. Lottie, on the contrary, was beaming. Mike, let's take a shower. No thanks, I'm going to bed. Huh? I have to shower every night or I can't fall asleep. Can't be yucky. Then take a shower, I'm heading to bed, night. She walked off. A girl should know better. I'll drag her into the shower tomorrow morning. I showered this morning. I don't need another. If I bathe morning and night, I'll get pruny. Want me to give you another one-way ticket to the shower room? The trio of miscreants from the morning reared their ugly faces once more. Hey, loser, you're scared, aren't you? All you had to do was take out the trash this morning, hear me? I was garbage duty in the forest. It was tough. Vina sneered, spinning around to slap Pick in the face. Pick, you idiot! Don't answer her! Oh, sorry. Why do you hang out with her? Huh? Oh. Hey, guess you gotta really feel pain or else you're never gonna get it, huh, new girl? Vina slipped a fruit knife out of her pocket. I'll kill you! You want that, new girl? You got a death wish? Woohoo! Do it! Gouge your eyes out! Wow, someone's got an immense bloodlust. Don't. What was that? You're gonna cry? You want me to stop? Unless you're really going to kill me, then stop. I don't want to hurt you. I had no reaction. Unfazed by a knife, I walked right up to Vina. Huh? What's your problem? Why aren't you scared? This is a knife. Doesn't dying terrify you? I fear killing more than I fear dying. What? Hey, you troublemaker, shut up again? Lottie suddenly appeared with a towel wrapped around her damp hair. I blocked Vina's knife with my hand to prevent Roy from seeing it. Go. Vina shoved the knife back into her pocket, glaring at me all the while. You think you're so cool. You just made the Devil Society's hit list. That's us three. Let's split. The Devil Society, or whatever they call themselves, stormed down the hallway. You okay, Mike? Was Vina holding her? She didn't do anything. Finished your shower pretty quick, huh? Oh yeah, I was a little worried, so I just rinsed off. Glad I rushed out, though. How in the world did she do it? Even back at the cafeteria, she came running out to help me. There was something sincere to her eyes, as if she truly possessed an ulterior motive. Jeez, dry your hair. Let's head to our room. Okay, time for bed. Could you dry my hair when we get back? Sure. You will? I'm pissed. Who does that girl think she is? Mai Toyama. I wonder how she'll retaliate if I pick on her again tomorrow. Probably murder you or something. It's quiet, which is weird since the halls are normally noisy during the day. It's almost midnight. Guess I shouldn't let the curfew bother me. I need to use ladies' room. I can't help it. I have to hurry or I won't make it. Crap, it really is midnight. I gotta make sure the teacher doesn't catch me. Ravina noticed something. In the darkness of the silent, empty hallway stood a tall, shadowy apparition. What is that? You want to see a devil? There's your devil. The shadow had a face, but no expression. It was enough for Vina to know that I was staring back at her. Fastened to the wall was a wooden plate. It was supposed to symbolize Elstrain's divine protection, but it only rotated. Then it flipped upside down. The dark shadow glided across the ground, charging towards Vina in great haste. God, here comes. Whoa! Ah! She did. Sis! Sanae! I awoke from a nightmare, one where I had been ripped apart from my little sister. I scratched my eyes and put my feet to the floor. Where are you, Sanae? I asked every maid at Wordsworth for a clue, but they all had the same answer. I don't know. But where did that leave me? What did I make of my memories from a year ago? What's she doing now? Is she scared? Shivering? Does she call out for me? The more I obsessed about it, the more anxious I became. I began to shake. Ah. Phew. Calm down, calm down. My eyes shifted over to my smartphone, which sat next to my bed. And I reread Sanae's email. 1 year ago, my last message from her. Sanae. I sighed and took a look around my room. It was still dark out. I glanced at the clock, just past midnight. Still late. I went to bed too early. In the bed next to mine lay Roy, who kicked off her blanket in her slumber. She's such a slob. Hey, I tend to do that. I stood up from the bed to place Roy's blanket back over her. I'm not your baby, sir. This arrangement is trouble. I had no clue what Roy dreamt about, but she did so with a blushed grin. I clicked my tongue and looked outside my window. Where's that? Ah! As I stared out from my room on the second floor, I noticed a young girl screaming as she fled down the alleyway. Following right behind her was a terrifying silhouette, a giant shadow sliding over the ground in pursuit. That's Vina. Oh, she's not dead then. What's she doing? What's that behind her? Whatever it was that chased her made my hair stand. I hurried over to Roy to slap her wig, but she didn't budge. Again, Mai? Roy slept so peacefully that I felt some guilt from trying to wake her. So I decided to investigate on my own. By that point I knew I would be breaking curfew, but I couldn't let things sit. Besides, there's something suspicious about this place, if there's a secret. Then I'm home. I looked left and right, confirming that no one else was awake. It seemed like all of the girls and maids were asleep. Wait, if that shadow thing is a ghost, I can't. I trembled, turning back and forth to look at my room, but I couldn't shake the sight of Vina. What if this shadow was a kidnapper, or a burglar? Gripping my hatchet tightly, I tiptoed down the stairs towards the entrance in search of Vina.
Fog is insane. Was that her?
At this time of day, you can explore Le Shawara. Treasure can sometimes be found in town, but monsters lurk around there as well. Defeat the monsters, explore the town, and move through the story. It's only world here when the sun's down. It gives me the creeps. What could Vina be doing at this hour?
How is it?
Chainsaw. Nice. That's a computer. I wonder what this is.
I'll examine this.
This is nuts. I can't see where to go. This camera might... What? Oh yeah, there is a chest here. Another treasure box. God, it feels weird hearing it being called that, even though it is quite literally a box. Here's some. Wait. Did I miss treasure? Again.
I'll take this.
Osiris bomb.
I'll take this.
The dorm area key 1.
What's going on here?
Now I should. Follow to the objective.
I'll take this.
Panacea. What the fuck? I couldn't believe it. It was crying. It resembled an animal, yet there was something human about it.
What is it? Ah! This seems dangerous. My turn. All right.
Don't need to know what it is.
Yeah.
New system is a fact now. Holy shit! A knockback occurs when you blast away monsters after you attack. You can bounce monsters using knockback on battlefield walls and other monsters. Attack 3 times and use skills of knockback to initiate it.
We won pretty easily. Level up.
Yeah! What is that thing? The shadowy creature leapt, suddenly startling me. So I swung at it with my hatchet as hard as I could. The hatchet made contact with its shadowy flesh and the creature shrieked so loudly I thought my eardrums would shatter. A warm fume filled my nose. Overwhelmed by the scent, I felt ready to vomit. There it stood.
What? Huh?
What is it? What the hell am I looking at? The shadow crept slowly towards me. Plus there was a tiny green creature that had been following me. What is that thing? What are those popping out of it? Ears, eyes, gross. Terror gripped me the longer I stared at the shadowy creature, so I sprinted back home.
Ow! Why?
Karma.
Why is this happening to me? It hurt.
Vina wrapped her shaky hand around the pillow for leverage, trying to distract herself from the agony of her exposed wounds.
Mercy.
The thick clouds broke up the moonlight overhead in puzzle-like fragments. One faint beam illuminated the alleyway into which Vina fled, but a dark shadow had targeted its prey. At the tips of its slithering arms were fingers with sharp, jet-black claws.
I have to.
Vina died in the opposite direction, hiding from the monster behind the wide trash bin. But nowhere was safe from the shadow. His breath tickled her ears, sending a cold shiver down her panicked body. You hear all that, and you can pretty much picture it going on in your head this time. No wonder they said about this being darker than the original. Morning, Mai. Rocky, looking well rested and spry, came into the room to wake me. Huh? What's the matter? You got bags on your eyes. Couldn't sleep. Why not? I contemplated telling her about last night, about the monster chasing after Vina, who's now dead. But my mind felt so foggy and began to doubt if it was real. I had no confidence if it was true or just a dream. Most of all, I couldn't stop thinking about Snai. Call it guilt for breaking curfew and sneaking out of the room, but I decided to lie to Rocky. It's Snai, isn't it? My mum and the head maid said they didn't know her. If I knew I could see the class roster. Where is it? Whoa! It scared me! I hear it's archived somewhere in town. But since those are confidential records, we can't just waltz in. I mean, I don't even know where they are kept. It was worth looking into. I know, Rotti. How's Vina? As soon as she heard her name, Rotti turned full on. You heard about Vina? Huh? I wanted to deliver the news while you woke up, but she went missing last night. Apparently her roommate, Frick, noticed that she slipped out sometime last night. The front entrance was unlocked too, so someone must have opened it in the middle of the night. That all but confirmed that I hadn't dreamt last night. I lowered my head as I slouched. Maybe I had abandoned her in the middle of when she was being chased. Are you okay, Mai? Want me to let you rest if you're feeling ill? I'll tell the others. No. I'll get up. Might as well start with Victoria. Mai! Ah! Someone hugged me from behind, so I turned around. Are you not good with surprise attacks? Your reaction was so cute right now. I'm gonna do it too. Don't be stupid. You smell good, just as I thought. I smelled it when you turned around right now. What scent is this? Oh, that was Victoria. What? She sniffed my neck and it tickled. I was writhing to get out of her grip and Rotti pulled me tight. Hey, Victoria, you can't do that! Being released from her hug, I finally was able to face Victoria. What is she thinking? To just hug me from behind? Oh, you took her away. I'm sad. Even when I gave her a quick glare, Victoria was unfazed. Rather, she's just smiling. Gosh, you have no boundaries. According to Rocky, Victoria has a tendency to hug people as a form of hello. I don't think you need to hug to say hi. I guess not. I didn't plan on it, but you smelled so good. Is that so? No reaction. I don't know what to do. I can hide my confusion on Rotti's side for I don't even know how many times today. Victoria is always like this. Don't worry. Well, I guess it's hard not to. Right, I don't like being hugged out of the blue like she did. Sorry about that. I'll be careful next time. Victoria waved her hand, then she lightly walked towards the end of the hall. She's a weirdo. Although I was surprised, I guess she didn't mean it badly, so oh well. Instead of Victoria walking off, there was a charm to her smile, the kind that invited others in. The one person who just jumped straight to end the day after it starts. Mai, Rocky, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey. We were approached by a girl who had a calm tone in her voice. We stopped. Her smile was full of peace. She offered her right hand to me. Hello, I'm Betty Paris. Nice to meet you. You might know this, but my name is Mai Toyama. I took her hand. Betty's smile seemed to grow slightly and she nodded. Yes, I've heard about you. How are you? Have you gotten used to living in this place yet? Sorta. Good, I'm glad. I bet having Rotti by your side has been very helpful too. Rather the opposite. Rather Rocky seemed happy to be acknowledged for that reason. She smiled. Yeah, Maya's me. We'll be okay. She always will be. Forever. Rocky, you know, I can't have you just follow me around forever. That'd be annoying. Oh, Maya won't accept my love. You two are really close, huh? Well, if there's anything you ever need help with ever, you just call on me, okay? I'm the oldest one here, after all. Ah, I see. Thank you. That goes for you too, Roy. If you're ever in a bind, you can always reach out to me. Of course, thank you for offering that. Ah, it's not just for me, is it? She seems to be like this with everyone. I was about to be annoyed that she... May's eyebrows furrowed a little bit when she noticed that I was staring at her. Her eyes soon changed and appeared to feel compassion. Yeah, because the only thing in the original Death End which actually put a picture in your head was Rin's torture. I don't know what the circumstances were for you to be sent here, but I want you to know that you don't have to keep your guard up. Children here, everyone's experienced hurt in one way or another. I'm sure everyone would offer to help you in any way they could. Yeah, thank you. That wasn't at the forefront of my mind, and I don't think I had my guard up. But for some reason, I felt like a burden had been lifted off my back. I was surprised. There's something I need to do here. I didn't really plan on making friends, but Betty's words began changing something in me. Like Betty said, we're all here for you, Mai. Don't forget, I'm your biggest supporter. No, okay? Rotty, drop it. No one will support you the way I do, so really it's like I'm the only supporter. Rotty, whenever I talk to you, you always contradict yourself. Anyway, just know I'm your biggest supporter, Mai. You've just said that. Yeah, I got it. I dodged Rotty approaching me, and just then a book was offered to me. Here you go. Manual for Elstrane? Yes, I'm certain Elstrane can save you. May's faith must be strong. Her eyes seemed to dilate, as if she was under near influence. I couldn't help but wince a little. Okay, sure, I'll give it a read. I never thought I'd actually read it, but I accepted her offer. Accepted her gift. The book was very worn, as if it was read quite often. A very happy smile could be seen on Betty's face. She turned around and walked away. I'm getting so hungry. Come on, Mai, let's get out of here. Betty's so... She seems to be a very sweet girl, but as soon as Elstrane came up, her demeanour shifted completely. I wonder why. It's nothing. We're going to miss our meal if we linger anymore. Let's get going. Better be careful of that book. Yeah, I know. Elstrane will save you, huh? Something's off. I hope she won't become a nuisance. Oh, hello to you all. What? Good. Everyone seems to be getting along, I forgot how ditzy the RA of this dorm is. What was her name? Abigail. That came from nowhere. Hey, what's wrong? Why does your face look so scared? Did you just have an unpleasant thought? No, this is just... how my face looks. Oh. Abigail looks confused for a moment, but looked clear from her face soon after. She began to nod as if she understood something. I'm glad you've been able to make friends. Mai, you seem like a good person, but I must admit, I was worried because you always seem so shy. I'm happy to know my worries were pointless. She was clearly smiling at Roy. What is it? Aren't you glad, Mai? Rocky was only surprised, and even a little more so when Abigail said Mai again. Suppose everyone makes mistakes. Vi was waving her hands around to try and clear things up. No, 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 I'm right. Oh, so you're mine. Abigail looks over at me. Yeah. My mistake, I'm sorry, that doesn't change the fact I'm happy, though. You need to be good now, okay? Without waiting for a response, she turned around and left. I don't understand, Abigail. He already is a little off sometimes. And put it lightly, how could you be mistaken with someone new? Don't be so sure, Mai. Of course normally I'd agree with you, but this is Abigail we're talking about here. Rai's answer confused me. She seems to understand that Abigail is ditzy, but doesn't find her behaviour or status as I to be odd. I see. Is she really fit to be an RA? I really wonder. It's probably best I keep that question to myself. And that's it, end day. Huh? The hall was unusually rowdy. Where is it? Let's check. To my surprise, Vina had been found. We were told that she was discovered inside of a shed alone. It was located in a dense thicket of forest, the kind where light can't penetrate the shadows cast by tall trees. Her clothes had been shredded. When they found her, she was half naked and shivering on the floor of an old work shed. What's going on? Why, Vina? What in the... I wonder what happened. I heard her clothes were ripped. What an idiot. Call it karma. So yep, she's made quite a negative reputation of herself. The students gathered before the infirmary, gossiping tidbits one another in her... Excuse me, let me through. Mai, Rotty. Sorry, I just need to get through. Headmistress Midra, the staff nurse, Isuka, and head maid Shizu, I don't nearly say headmaster, stood around Vina, who sat nervously on her cot. Sweat covered her face, but it couldn't hide her terror. She shook violently, barely able to answer any of the nurse's questions. Vina, here, some warm water, drink up. She said nothing. Shizu and Midra exchanged worried glances and sighed. Vina, you broke curfew to venture into the forest last night. May I ask why? I didn't. I wasn't the one who left. Are you suggesting you were taken? The memory of her being attacked by a shadow crossed my mind. I imagined that she too was quite confused. I persisted in my suspicions about the school, so I never thought to mention that I had snuck out as well. Let's head back. I noticed the towel on the ground, so I bent over to pick it up. Above all, I was relieved to see that she had lived. But just as I was about to leave the infirmary with Roy, Barbas is watching. Don't trust your eyes. Barbas is coming. Hey, what was that? Huh? Answer me, what did you say? Do you know? Answer me, damn it, where's Barbas? I lost myself in the moment. Next thing I knew, I grabbed hold of Vina's shoulders and shook her. So now you mentioned Barbas in the last email. It was nonsense to me until now. Mai, stop it! Tell me! Spit it out! You hear me? What is Barbas? When is it coming? Mai! Vina responded with a high-pitched scream, flailing out like a woman possessed, and then the maids rushed in to restrain her. They shoved me out of the room. Where's my sister? Return to your room. As I retaliated, Headmistress Midra slapped me across the face. I threw the towel in my hand on the ground and stormed away. I will only repeat myself once more. You are forbidden from leaving your rooms past midnight. Have I made myself clear? Mai. Sorry about my mother. How's your cheek doing? I'm fine. This is nothing compared to what that man used to do to me every night. It must hurt to be so strong. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. Let's drop it. Anyway. You really know nothing about Sinai? Yes, I wish you could believe me. And about Burst 2? No clue. Right. Maya, I'll help you find what you're looking for. About Sinai. We're sneaking into the confidential student records? If we're caught, we'll be paddled 100 times, so it won't be easy, but I'll help how I can. Thanks. I guess first we'll need to know. Anyway, how's Vina? Fine. She's calmed a bit. Last I checked, she's sleeping in the infirmary. I'd like to talk, Mike. Can I sit on your bed? You never bothered to wait for my answer. Even if I said no, you'd come in anyway. True. So why do you want to sit on my bed? Oh, sorry, just wanted to chat. Headmistress, you haven't talked to her one-on-one yet, have you? Nope. Knew it. I wanted you to know more about her. Rotty rested her forehead on my back before going on at length about the headmistress. Disciplinarian or not, it seemed she invested through effort or endowment. The government had been less generous with their grants, so Mitra worked hard to secure donations. She keeps Woodsworth alive. When I was younger, I was struck by a car in town. I blacked out, so I don't remember much, but I do remember her going around in the middle of the night looking for a doctor. I wasn't in good shape. I was fighting for my life, so she ran to the church, pleading with them, "Please save my daughter." She prayed all night to El Strain. 2 days later, I woke up. My mother slapped me, but then she broke down and held me tighter than ever. So, I think when my mother hits you, it's an expression of love. Harsh, I admit. I hope you don't take it too personally. She's nothing like my parents. Guess she can't be too bad. I'm proud to be her daughter. Lately, though, she's been acting strange. I think she's stressed about something. It scares me sometimes. With what happened to Vina, I'm starting to think the school really is haunted. The midnight curfew wasn't a thing until last year. I see, that's odd. We'll come back to this tomorrow. I'm sleepy. I grabbed my alarm clock and showed its face to Roy. Let's hit the sack before midnight. God, what? Okay, could I sleep here? No, you fidget too much. You knocked me out of my own bed. Oh, really? Man, that's embarrassing. Rotty hopped out of my bed and climbed into her own. Today I learned a little about the headmistress, but that shed no light on where Sinai could be. I can't be picky, there's too many factors at play. I shut my eyes and went to sleep. I can't sleep. For some reason I was wide awake in bed. I glanced out my window, taking in the starless sky. Buildings in Leshwara cast shadows which loomed like beasts without moonlight. And then the body of a girl smashed into my window. She was covered in blood. I tried to make out her warped face. It was Vina. As Vina's contorted face pressed into the glass, her eyes glared at me vengefully. Glare, 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 glare. But in the blink of an eye, she disappeared. Outside my window, I could only see the starless sky and building shadows. What was that? A hallucination? I shot from bed and gazed around my room frantically. As per usual, Rotty slept awkwardly on her bed, not a care in the world. This night is unbearable. I went over to the table for a drink of water and wiped the sweat from my brow. I took a look at the clock. 11:50 p.m. Ugh, early but still late. Huh? I heard someone speaking outside my room. Who could be up this late? I opened the door to find no one, but I tiptoed to the stairs because I sensed someone. I took a peek downstairs and it was head maid Shizu. She was dragging Vina, who seemed to be resisting as she was pulled through the front door. What's going on? So much for the curfew. It was almost midnight. I returned promptly to my room, changed my tie, and decided to follow them. I couldn't let Headmistress Midra or the maids catch me. Like before, I tiptoed down the hall. I needed to head downstairs to run after Vina, who was being dragged by the head maid. Just past this corner, a maid with a sunken face stood now, holding a knife.
Hey! Return to your room. Now.
Just then, the clock struck 12, which seemed to distract the maid enough for her to dart away towards the stairs.
What the hell? Why was she holding a knife? That girl.
The grandfather clock's chime echoed through the hall. It was midnight, but I was concerned for Vina. I decided to chase after the maid down the stairs. It's that maid from earlier.
Oh, a save point. Oh, a save point.
I guess Sheena knows what's got an idea of what's going on then.
How is it? Here I go. My turn.
Shooting star, shooting star. Like,
Shine! Shine! This! Fly! Let's hurry ahead already. I've gotten stronger.
she must be beyond this point. I honestly thought I was coming from my headset for a minute now. Women's dormitory, outskirts.
Seems like it can be hacked. Whew.
I see. So, through this way then. Can't seem to catch her. Where'd Vina go? Yeah, I think Sheena suspected something.
My turn.
Blackness, blackness, blackness.
Yeah. This. Fly. I'll do this.
Metic, metic, metic.
I'll heal you. Get better. I'll heal you. Here I go. All right. Yeah. This. Get out of here. Phew, defeated. One. Let's. Yes, I've gotten better.
My obtained skill is all power.
Something's here.
Like this, please stop.
Shine!
And this is a clever feature.
Shine! Fly! This is the end. Here I go! Alright. Shine! Fly! This is the end. I win! Level up!
Spalter. I realized I blacked out. I woke on a curb in the middle of town.
Did I pass out?
I eyed my hatchet lying across the alley's stone pavement. I picked it up and gave a cursory glance around. No monster in sight.
Covered in blood.
It took a minute to register that both my hatchet and my head were drenched in blood.
Kill.
And this thing, why is it falling?
Shoo! Shoo! Go away!
After confirming the beast was dead, I left the scene. For a while, I meandered through Le Chouar's alleys until I found a girl sprawled across the ground.
Those pajamas.
Ravina was still as a rock, laying face down. Both of her hands were bound. She was dead. I'm surprised it's not in piece together yet. Yeah, you could tell Sheena had her suspicions because... Take that for example. The maids take the girls, next thing you know, their bodies are found. How would that not tip you off that everything's not what it seems? The sight of her disgusted me. My stomach tightened up into a knot. I had to stop myself from vomiting.
This has to be a joke, right?
And all of a sudden my head felt like it was going to split open, so I crumbled to the ground. Come on, hiccups. Clutching my head with both hands.
No! No! No!
All of a sudden, a scene of carnage assailed my mind. The culprit slashed Venus several times with a hatchet. Scared into a panic, I fled from the scene, ducking away in some alley.
What was that? No, that's impossible!
I rested my head in my hands, cowering, when someone placed their hand on my shoulder.
Roddy!
I saw you running from the window.
I shivered as I rose up and Roddy escorted me back to our room. Vina, did I? No, I couldn't have. But I lost consciousness. There's no way for me to tell what happened while I was out. Roddy could never hear of this. If I were to let it out, I knew that I would scream. I shut my eyes, attempting to block out the gruesome vision that haunted me. I was left to wonder what any of it meant. Did I really kill Vina? That can't be, but what credibility did I have? The scene was clear as day in my head. It felt as real as anything I had ever seen.
Huh? Vina's alive, Mai.
Keeping quiet about the whole ordeal proved excruciating, so in the morning I confessed everything to
I
Rocky.
had a vision that
Gosh. What a horrible dream that must have been, Mai.
PTSD, because...
Don't worry, okay?
Well, not PTSD, but... just concerns that she might do it again after what happened with her father.
My mother
And
just
her
gave
losing
me
it in
news about
hospital.
Vina. Last night, they found Vina a new home. What you saw was a monster.
Nope, she's dead.
I
We saw her body.
What does it mean?
How else are they supposed to keep things calm? You can't just go out and say, oh yeah, one of our students was out past midnight and all of a sudden she's dead. When they kept appearing, she would chalk it up to poor luck and sprint home, pretending nothing ever happened. All that to say, it explained her relief when I told her that I could see it too. According to Lottie, no one else in town seems to see them. They live none the wiser, ignorant of their existence.